Hello everybody, it is Monday, July 17th. Not a very busy news day. I've prepared a special mortgage minute for you. So first up, let's talk about the rates in the market and then get into it, shall we? As you can see, after a little bit of a negative rebound on Friday, we're headed back down in the right direction. Interest rates today, 6.375% for a 30-year fix with a 1-point cost. According to Realtor.com, listings are down in 99% of the country. Only in 1% of metro areas have listings actually increased. And why is that? Why are sellers not wanting to list and sell? Sellers are not wanting to list and sell for the same reason that buyers are not wanting to buy. They have these misconceptions. Number one, that there's going to be a housing crash. And number two, that rates are too high, and they're holding out hope that if they wait for rates to lower, that they'll be able to save money. And I'm going to show you in this video and give you some tools for you to construct your narrative with your clients and prospects so that you can show them that that is absolutely people that were even thinking about selling their home ever, okay, and who had decided not to sell due to current market conditions, okay, that once a realtor sat down and had a real conversation with them and educated them on the market and various conditions and why now is actually a good time to buy, that 64.5% of them actually committed to listing within the next 6 months. I think this is a very important stat, and it shows the importance of having the right conversations with our clients and prospects to counteract the negative narrative that you hear in the mainstream media. I want to go over 4 important talking points, not because we want to trick our clients and prospects, but because we want to show them why really now is a great time to buy. And these 4 things are average days on market, supply, demand, and why now is a good time to buy financially as opposed to waiting. And I'm going to go over all that with you here shortly. So first up, average days on market. In May of this year, we were at 18 days on market, nationally speaking. In Utah and California, those days on market can vary quite a bit, sometimes being in the mid-teens. Some areas are as low as 12 days on market, other days higher in the low 20s. But in no area, if you're watching this video, is the average days on market higher than 22 days. That is a huge statistic and very important, because if you look at this chart right here, during the so-called unicorn years of mid-2020 all the way through the latter part of last year, the average days on market was somewhere between 14 and 20 days on average. We're right most of the months during the unicorn years we're at 17 days on market, and we're at 18 days in May. So that tells you the huge strength of the market, the enormous lack of supply, and the strength of the demand, which is driving the market and appreciation. This is a real estate report card. This particular one is for Salt Lake County. I have Alameda County, Los Angeles County, and Solano County all in this video. I'm happy to generate as many of these reports for whatever area you like. It has a ton of absolutely vital information that you can use in all your conversations: median sales home price, historical and forecast appreciation, population, unemployment, forecasted rate, affordability index. But we're going to focus on this right here on the left: inventory, which is the supply side, and the demand side, household formations. So let's review the report for Alameda to see how this all works. So here again, we have inventory. And what's funny is that the number of homes for sale per 1,000 people is 0. Now, there's obviously homes for sale, but it's such a small number with decimals that it only comes up as 0. Okay, and I think the point is very well illustrated here on this side. So over here again, we have supply, and here we have demand. So again, household formations. Household formations in Alameda County of 27,500. So a household formation again is where, for example, a guy's living at home. He turns 18 or 19, whatever, moves out, rents a place. That's a household formation. Or we have a married couple living together. They decide to break up. They close down that household, and they each go rent their own place. So that's -1 household formation plus 2. So a net of 1 household formation. That's all it is. That's how that works. And we have June 27,500 household formations in Alameda. Okay, 15,540 homes will be taken from inventory. Well, that means of these household formations, 27,500 minus 15,540. We're still talking 12,000 homes needed, whether that's apartments or whatever, and we only have 3,200 homes being built. There's not enough homes. That's why they keep saying that there's a national housing shortage crisis going on in most of the country right now, and this is exactly why. So this story repeats itself for Los Angeles County, this is for Solano County. So understanding this information, having it committed to a memory for your area, understanding supply, and demand, and be able to integrate that into your conversations with your prospects and clients is vital to getting them to overcome their fears and enter the market. So hopefully by now, with all that information, you've been able to convince your prospect or client that there isn't going to be a housing crash and that appreciation is a real thing and it's going to keep on going up. But how do you overcome the objection of, well, yeah, that's all well and good, Mr. Realtor or Mr. Loan Officer, but I'm going to wait for rates to come down because they're so high and I want to save money. I don't want to have to pay all the extra interest of a higher rate. Let me show you why that's a fallacy. This is a tool called appreciation gain versus interest paid. It's available to you. I'm happy to send it to you if you like. Very simply, it takes the sales price and the person's down payment, the current rate, and their hopeful, or what I like to call the fantasy rate. Okay. Now, the forecasted appreciation rate right here, I have at 4%. Nationally speaking, it's expected to be for 2023 somewhere between 5.5% and 8%. In Utah and California, that appreciation rate is higher if you're watching this video by a pretty good margin. But I'm going to keep it at 4% to be conservative. And this is a very simple chart that is extremely powerful. All it is a showing of how much appreciation in dollars and cumulatively a home gains every year based off of a mere 4% appreciation rate. And the interesting thing about appreciation that you have to point out to your clients is that appreciation compounds. People get appreciation on their appreciation year after year. Here, the first year, the appreciation is 20,000, then 21.2, then 22, then 22, basically 23, and so on and so forth. And the cumulative amount is right here. Every year, interest is not compounding. Okay, this is not a savings account. This is a repayment of a debt. And so the extra interest that they're so worried about paying is $4,261.88 year one. And if they have the loan all 30 years, it'll be $4,261 in year 30. So it's always going to be the same. And this is the cumulative additional interest, extra, as I like to call it, interest that they would be paying. And if you take the cumulative appreciation on any given year and subtract the cumulative additional extra interest that they'll be paying, from year one, they come out ahead, $16,000. And that number just goes up exponentially every single year. It is a no-lose proposition. If you take the time to sit down with your prospects and clients, give them this information, walk them through it, they will have an aha moment. I promise you. I've done it many times. I'm having so many conversations these days. I have conversations that I used to have that took me 5 and 10 minutes are now taking me 30 and 45 minutes in order to get people to not be fearful and engage in the market. And you can put whatever you want here. You can put a 7% current market rate with a fantasy rate of 3%, and it will still be positive numbers from year one. So if you want, I'll send you this tool. You'll have a lot of fun with it, and you can educate your clients. And we have to get rid of the fear that is being generated by people who do not know what they're talking about in mainstream news media and other outlets. So with all that being said, thank you so much for watching. I know this was a longer one, but I hope you found it useful. For your information, I have all of these slides. Every slide that I use in all of my mortgage minutes is available for sharing. All you need to do is ask. I'll send you the link. You can download it every day if you like. And if you want other report cards for different areas, I'm more than happy to provide that as well. Please watch. If you're watching on YouTube, which I hope you are, please be sure to like the video, share it with your friends. And if you have any questions, please let me know. Have a wonderful day.